Hey there and welcome back to Sims Sunday. My name is Pete and this is the series where we complete The Sims 3. At least we try to. And I think overall we're doing pretty good so far. This is the first complete episode where we play with 3 household members. After, in the last episode, Ayesha gave birth to Paul. Paul was originally intended to be a female. That didn't work out quite as planned, so now the heir to our complete family is going to be a boy. For now, the man of the house is still Pete, who is now getting up to take care of the needs of his son. This is going to be a major point of focus in this episode. In general, the needs of babies tend to fall quite a bit faster than those of adults, and as a baby, Paul has no real means to satisfy his own needs, so we'll have to take care of that with both Pete and Ayesha. One thing that's overall a good idea when dealing with babies is to use both the snuggle and play with interaction every time we feed them or change their diapers. That keeps their social bar high and saves us a few extra trips with Pete and Ayesha. Now that Pete is done taking care of his son, he will put some more work into his handiness skill, and not in a library. We did that quite extensively last episode. And yes, we know it's Ayesha's birthday. That one is actually overdue, but Sims don't age up while they're pregnant. Back to Pete, he will now work on making the computer unbreakable. That is another upgrade using the handiness skill, and I think at handiness level 7 he's up for the task. In the meantime, Ayesha has gotten up as well. She maxed out the logic skill last episode, but she still has the wish to discover 5 stars, and there is also a skill challenge in the logic skill related to discovering stars, so let's send her outside to use the telescope for the next few hours. And since we fulfilled Ayesha's lifetime wish, perfect mind, perfect body in the last episode, we now have an abundance of lifetime happiness points. So let's buy a few useful rewards. First off, we'll buy one that Pete already has, and that's Hardly Hungry. That will hopefully save us a few trips to the fridge. But we're not done yet. We still have the 15,000 points needed to grab their Defiant, which will make the hygiene bar drop much slower, which once again means less trips to the shower and more time for Ayesha. Okay, the first round with the telescope was unsuccessful, so let's quickly have Ayesha pay the bills and grab the mail. We should have a certificate in there, because we reached level 10 of the logic skill with her. And here it is. The Pollack Institute for Esoteric but Correct Thinking has awarded us a certificate, so while Ayesha goes back to the telescope for round number 2, let's place that inside of the house, right next to the dinner table here. Alright, great. Pete has now finished upgrading the computer. It is now unbreakable, preventing any future mishaps should we ever have another wedding here. And not enough with that, we still have an unused oven standing around, and Pete will now go to upgrade that for improved meal quality. Or will he? Paul needs our help again, so let's quickly send Pete over there to change the dirty diaper. And after the usual bit of snuggling and playing with Paul, Pete can then go back to continue his work. Meanwhile, Ayesha has finally discovered another object. I believe that is the 4th one, so let's name that Ayesha 4. We get 700 simoleons for that, and Ayesha is a bit hungry, so she will now take a break to grab something to eat. While she does that and Pete is still busy upgrading, it is Monday, which means we are able to collect the money from the businesses we are partnered with. And that's actually all possible 5 of them. So let's go to the town map and collect ourselves a bit of money. Lovely, we are now almost 7,500 simoleons richer, and on top of that we received the money for Ayesha's time off that she got automatically for giving birth. Ayesha will now go back to the telescope, while Pete can once more take a break in the upgrade work and feed Paul. Since Pete's workday starts at 3 as well, he will now head off to the stadium. Keep in mind that Pete's lifetime wish is not too far away, he only needs one more promotion to become a superstar athlete. And once again, Ayesha's work with the telescope has been unsuccessful, so now in order to make some extra cash, she will now work from home. That is a good activity that we can interrupt at any time should we ever need to take care of Paul's needs. Okay, and here comes the interruption. A little over 1,000 simoleons gained, very nice. And we don't stop Ayesha working from home to take care of Paul. Instead, we'll take a break to call our next chess opponent. Alright, Aaron Kennedy has arrived. And Aaron Kennedy leaves again. Fantastic. Alright then, let's continue to work from home, since apparently our chess opponent can't be bothered. Okay, and now let's switch over to Pete, who is very close to a rather special moment, and that's fulfilling his lifetime wish. Like I said, he only needs one more promotion. And there it is. Congratulations, Pete Complete, on becoming a superstar athlete. That is the second of 32 lifetime wishes completed, and who knows, maybe we'll get one or two more with Pete and Ayesha. I already talked about that previously. If all the criteria for fulfilling a lifetime wish are met, I consider the wish completed, no matter if one of our sim actually has that wish. I think that just helps to make things a bit easier. With the cash that we just earned, let's advance from being just a partner and buy out our first property, which is going to be the diner. Alright, great, we are now the owners of the Hogan's Deep Fried Diner, which means every week the place will give us even more money. Back at home, Ayesha once again has to stop working from home, this time however to take care of Paul, who once again needs his diapers changed. And now that we have taken care of Paul, it is finally time for Ayesha to age up and become an adult. So let's very privately celebrate her birthday, and I'll be back in just a few seconds. Okay, Ayesha is now an adult, and both career and family-wise I would say she's doing rather well for herself. So skipping ahead just a bit, thanks to the Hardly Hungry lifetime reward, none of us sims actually touched the cake, so Ayesha is currently spending a bit of quality time with her son, while Pete is getting his hygiene bar back up. And just a few moments after Ayesha left, little Paul had a small accident, which means it's now Pete's turn to change the diapers again. With the birthday party and the needs of his son taken care of, Pete can now finally continue to upgrade the stove, while Ayesha is, once again, spending time at the telescope. Okay, Pete is getting quite tired already, but there is one thing I would like him to do before going to bed, and that is to spend just a few minutes on working from home, simply because he has the wish to do so. Alright, Ayesha saw a meteor fall from the sky. We'll take care of that in just a few moments. For now, that is Pete's wish fulfilled, and that frees up one slot in his wishes section, so if a really good one comes up, we don't have to cancel anything that we have already promised. And now, despite the fact that Pete is pretty tired, let's quickly investigate the meteor that Ayesha saw falling from the sky. We got quite lucky with the last one, and this is basically free money, so let's not pass that by. Okay, valued at 107 simoleons, not really much, but then again this really didn't take us all too long. So now we can send Pete off to the bed that Ayesha's already sleeping in and quickly jump ahead to the next morning. Alright, we start the next morning off with Ayesha taking care of the needs of her son, before she then once again takes a look into the sky with the telescope. Meanwhile, Pete, who has just gotten up, can continue his upgrade work, just until he gets interrupted by Paul, who needs his diapers changed one more time. Actually, at this point, I thought about forcing Paul to age up earlier, because he became quite annoying, but then ultimately I decided against it. I didn't want to disturb the natural flow of the game. With his son taken care of, Pete can now once again take care of the upgrade work around the house. And then finally, once again, Ayesha has found another star. Let's keep the naming pattern going and name this one Ayesha 5. Alright, 193 simoleons for that. That's not really a lot, so how about a second round? Maybe find us something a bit more valuable, huh? Okay, that's the stove upgraded to improved meal quality. Now, should we ever decide to actually use the thing, it should yield slightly better results. Pete can now go off and fulfill an opportunity in exchange for money, and that's to teach about handiness skill at the local school. And a bit over 2 hours later he is done, 400 simoleons richer, and just in time to get to work. So let's send him off there, and would you look at that outfit. Pete certainly has the superstar look down. I think in the next episode I might actually overhaul the complete wardrobe of both of our sims, now that they are fully fledged adults and both at the top of their respective careers. Alright, Ayesha seems to be on a roll today. That's another object discovered. Let's name that one Ayesha 6. And congratulations, that one is worth quite a bit more than the previous one. Ayesha can now once again deal with the needs of Paul. And here is an opportunity for Pete. Play in the game, which we would do anyway, to get improved career performance. That is something we can definitely need on our way to level 10 of the athletic career, so let's accept. And for Ayesha, maybe holding her son while calling her chess opponent one more time gives her better luck than last time, and maybe, just maybe, Erin Kennedy stays on our lot for longer than just a few seconds. Alright, Erin has arrived and believe that she actually sat down to play chess. Well then, we'll check back with both of them in just a few moments. For now, let's shift our attention over to Pete, who has finished his workday and now has the wish to check himself out in a mirror. Maybe his outfit has something to do with that. Okay, wish fulfilled for Pete. He's a bit hungry now, so let's have him grab something to eat. And interestingly enough, we can't interact with the birthday cake, so Pete is eating leftover cake from his wedding. And since we also can't put the birthday cake in the fridge, let's just sell it again. Okay, quickly fulfilling another wish for Pete, and that was to do a strength workout. While in the meantime, Ayesha has beaten Erin Kennedy at chess, congratulations. She will now return to her object of choice, while Pete is putting in some work from home. Okay Pete, that's enough homework for today. Let's fulfill another one of your wishes. How about you spend some time with your wife?
Oh. Tickle dog.
Alright, wish fulfilled for Pete, and we'll do the same thing for Ayesha now. She wants to train Pete. Well, here you go. Alright, familiar picture here. Pete is taking a shower while Ayesha is taking care of the needs of Paul. And then Pete will continue to do a bit of work from home. I think you're able to see that I want to get him promoted to level 10 of the athletic career pretty quickly. Ayesha can go off to bed already, and 2 hours later and a few simoleons richer, Pete can join her. At this point, let's make a cut. Next time we'll have a game with Pete, and little Paul will have his first birthday. Until then, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and above all, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Cheers.